glad you could join us. We have what should be a pretty good matchup in CAA hoops. East Carolina, however, kind of slumping somewhat, but Richmond has been playing some good basketball of late. As a matter of fact, they've won 11 of 13 and winners of their last 3, but hasn't been the same story for East Carolina of late. And with me to talk about tonight's game, my colleague and good friend, Mike Pratt. And Mike, when you begin to analyze this East Carolina team, what has been their problem? It seems like they've been up and down all year.
Well, Dave, I tell you, they got off to a great start. Joe Dooley's team won in Philadelphia against St. Joe's. Should have beaten Georgia at home. Really had a nice December. January was a struggle, 4-5. A lot of nagging injuries. A lot of key players missed time. Haven't been able to put it together. Haven't been able to put it together shooting-wise. But they hold a win over these Spiders out at East Carolina.
One of the guys that has stepped up of late for East Carolina, Tony Parham. He has been nothing short of sensational. He'll have to continue to play this way.
Well, Tony has been known as a defensive player, a heck of a passer, but his numbers over the last 8 ball games in excess of 14 points a game. This guy has stepped up and moved his offensive game to where he is really the guy offensively from the perimeter.
Well, perhaps the best player in this conference, Gerard Stevenson, 19.1 points a game, good enough to lead the league.
No question. Preseason all-conference player, candidate for player of the year. Those numbers simply tell you he's very, very close to being player of the year.
Well, Richmond has certainly been good in this building. They are 7-1. Their only loss coming to the North Carolina Tar Heels. We'll see if they can get some revenge for an early season loss to East Carolina. It's coming your way next. Stay with us as we roll on from Richmond, Virginia. And welcome back to the Robins Center in Richmond, Virginia. It is a cold, windy, blustery day here in Richmond, but nonetheless, we will play hoops as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups. East Carolina, Meadows, Edwards, Peters, Parham, and Dunk. Keep an eye on Edwards. Raphael Edwards, number 32. For Richmond, Stevenson, Patrick, Poole, Eric Poole, big in the middle, Baker and Brown, a good three-point shooting team, Mike. And it really, that's something that this team is going to have to be, East Carolina will have to be concerned with. And Coach Dooley, I'm sure, has talked to his team on more than one occasion about defending the three-point play. There is Joe Dooley, the head coach of the East Carolina Pirates in his 3rd year. And there is John Beilein, the head coach of the Richmond Spiders, his 1st year, 14-5. Good start for Coach Beilein as he comes in after spending 5 years up in Buffalo, New York, at Canisius University, where it was really, as he said, this weather's nothing compared to what he had to deal with up in Buffalo, New York. But nonetheless, these two teams match up pretty well, but I think the three-point shot tonight will be a key factor one way or the other.
And John Beilein's team really defends better on the year statistically against that 3 than Joe Dooley's team does. But in the first match out in Greenville, North Carolina, the Pirates able to shoot the ball and rebound very effectively, which most people felt were the determining factors in that ball game.
Well, that first victory went to East Carolina, winning by 10, 77-67. Here's a look at some series history for you. 46-28, the Spiders lead this series. And of course, back on the 17th of January, East Carolina picked up a win, a big win. In this conference, as in every conference, you got to defend the home floor, and East Carolina did their part.
Tempo, a very important item in this particular ball game. Coming into this ball game, the Spiders, 10 ball games where they have scored in excess of 70 points. They've won all 10. Under 70, they're 4-5. East Carolina themselves, they like that speeded up tempo. They want to push it up. Look at the jump shot.
And we are underway from Richmond, Virginia. The Spiders open up play. They're in the white, East Carolina in the purple, and right away the alley-oop pass inside pays off nicely as Eric Poole, the 6'8 senior, gets the first 2 points of the game.
Nobody around Poole, broken assignment. Really very easy to start this ball game. Not a good sign for the Pirates. Richmond will throw a zone at you. They'll throw man-to-man. They'll constantly change. As Coach Beilein said today to us, David, he wants to simply keep people off balance by changing his defenses.
Parham goes underneath to Edwards. He spins, nowhere to go. He's triple team, gets a shot off, and good. Raphael Edwards, they need to get him cranked up. Early in the season, a dominating force, and many thought that he could be the CAA player of the year. Still has that chance.
A lot of moves around the basket.
Baker kicks it out. Stevenson no good. Eric Poole with the tip in. He's got 4 points for Richmond.
The edge on the year in rebounding goes to East Carolina, the Pirates, but really not that much of an edge. Both teams, pretty good rebounding teams, Dave.
Meadows out to dunk. Parham thought about the 3.
He drew a crowd, didn't he?
Meadows, the long 3. That's off the iron. Rebound picked up and taken by Jonathan Baker. Baker kicks it out to Brown. Brown slices in, too strong. Nick Patrick with the follow.
Big Dick Peters that time, just beat to the ball by Nick Patrick. Peters needs to get up on that glass. That's two straight putbacks for the Spiders.
Meadows tried to go inside with it, taken away from Edwards.
Tough to force that ball in against that zone. They really move it and pack it.
Big Dink Peters, number 4 in the middle for East Carolina. Can't do much about that, though, as Nick Patrick spins past Edwards for a bucket. 8-2, Spiders on top.
Patrick did that quickly. If the Pirates don't score this trip, look for Joe Dooley to use one of his timeouts. Try to regroup here early.
Parham.
Pirates need a little penetration. They're taking the ball in the perimeter. Have to find the gaps in the seams.
The long 3, Aliko dunk blocked. Back come the Spiders, pushing that tempo. Stevenson, his first shot of the game, nothing but net. I would say it's been an effective start for the Richmond Spiders. They lead it by 9 right out of the gate.
The tempo in favor of the Spiders, and that's 70-some points they like to score. And they're doing it with their defensive side of the floor. They're really working that zone. The feet are moving. They're building out on the shooters. Excellent job so far.
John Beeline has to be happy. He's a little under the weather, so I guess this kind of start will certainly get his momentum cranked back up.
Not a medical cure for his illness, but it certainly is a psychological lift for the coach.
9-0 run over the last minute and 57 seconds. Richmond shooting 5 of 7 from the floor.
Spiders showing man.
Parham slices in the middle. Alphonse Van Eerlanden checks into the game for East Carolina. You see him, number 33, big 7-footer.
Tony Parham that time took it off the bounce, got down the 3-second area, the 3-second lane. Made the Spiders work and defend. Until now, Pirates have kept it on the perimeter, really haven't attacked the basket.
That foul on Jonathan Baker, his first. Parham knocks down the first free throw. 81% foul shooter, second in the CAA in that category, so you got to like your chances with Mr. Parham on the line.
And he's obviously had the very hot hand offensively, so you even like him on the line that much better.
Averaging 14.3 points over the last 8 games, 27 of 41 from behind the arc. That's a 45% clip over those last 8 games, so you want to continue to get him the basketball. Some extended pressure from East Carolina. Get out to Patrick. Stevenson.
Definitely the best defensive sequence so far in this game for the Pirates.
Parham nearly had a steal, swiping it out of the hands of Eric Poole. Instead, he's whistled for the foul as he hacked Poole right on the wrist.
Looked like they were a little more organized that set, Dave. Prior to that, it looked like everybody was on a different page, same book, but a different page. Defensively, they've regrouped from that 22nd timeout Joe Dooley used.
Garrett Blackwelder in the game now for East Carolina. A marksman from the outside. 20 on the shot clock. A long bomb, no good. Rebound to East Carolina. Nick Patrick will be whistled for the personal foul. That'll be his first, the second team foul. But so far, if you're a Richmond fan, you got to like the way things are going. They lead at 11-4, 15:47 to play in the opening half. Back with more basketball after this. Spiders off to a good start, leaded by 7, 15:47 to go in first half action. And the CAA standings shake down like this. Richmond just a half a game back of UNC Wilmington, 14-5 overall record, best in the conference. East Carolina down there tied for 7th place with a 3-6 mark, 8-11 overall. Many people expected some better things from this Pirate basketball team, and they've actually, their numbers, when you investigate the numbers, this team is actually a pretty good basketball team. They just haven't been able to hit some open shots in critical times as Alphonse Van Eerland travels with it. Takes a big hop in his case.
Van Eerland's a youngster that has had some of the injuries, Dave, we talked about. They really like his athletic skills for a man his size. He's added weight, but he's had nagging injuries that just seem to take him out of the game when his game is in itself developing.
His first game back from a broken hand was against this Richmond team. It's hard to defend that. Marseille Brown.
Pirates have a small team on the floor right now. Have to utilize quickness, speed to create some shots. Spiders still in that zone.
Richmond 6 of 9 from the floor. Blackwelder can shoot 3. Parham can too, as well as Meadows. Winston Sharp stuck in the corner, threw it away. Parham drove the wrong way. The ball goes out of bounds, but that last bucket by Marseille Brown really shows the explosiveness from this team. If you get out on them, they can certainly get in on you.
Brown's quick with that ball. No one steps over, but boy, is he quick and he can maneuver.
Marseille averages 10 points a game, only 4 assists. Rod Stevenson being shadowed by Meadows, who's done a nice job thus far. There's Brown for a 3-point field goal, and it's a 16-4 Richmond lead.
Richmond making everything. The Pirates need to find something to break the code on this Richmond zone. It's not going to be passing the ball around on the perimeter.
Parham goes baseline. The finger roll off the iron. Rebound out to Sharp.
Tony Parham doing exactly what needs to be done. Try to find a gap with a seam in that zone. Take it to the rim. Make somebody play it.
Meadows, his 3, no good. Alphonse working a little hard under the glass, picks up the personal foul.
The freshman from the Netherlands, just learning the game, has not played it that long. You've got to look at him and say, plenty of upside.
Dink Peters, the 6'8", 290-pound senior, back in the basketball game, as is Raphael Edwards.
You've got to get some offense from Edwards. They're going bigger, the Pirates are now.
12 on the shot clock. Don't need it. Edwards pulls down the rebound off the Baker miss. East Carolina with a chance to run. One of the few shots that Richmond's missed thus far. A traveling violation against Edwards.
Well, you got to take your time when you have the ball out there. Make sure you don't get into your Jackie Gleason move out there, and that's what happened. A little traveling music.
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason. You remember that? Well, you might not. You might not remember Jackie. Your dad does, though. So do I.
I remember Jackie Gleason. Come on now. 12-point lead. Stevenson slices in. That'll be an offensive foul.
Last 2 sequences defensively, the Pirates have gotten something. They forced a shot, got the rebound. Now they've taken the charge. That's how you get back into games. Get back by making stops, converting stops to make hoops.
East Carolina needs to get off the schneid here offensively. Just 4 points, an Edwards bucket in the opening moments, and a couple of free throws by Parham, and that's all the Pirates have. Blackwelder misses. Rebound to Poole. Here comes Brown.
Richmond playing that zone at the other end makes it very tough for the Pirates to get any seconds on their miss.
Patrick, top to Brown. 2:15 on the shot clock. And look for Stevenson to free up. He does over there. He launches the three. It's on the way off the iron. Here comes Meadows. Patrick hustling from behind, knocks it out of bounds. It looks as though East Carolina just a step slow here.
They get some stops, but they still have not been able to convert at the other end. Seems like they shooting a scared stick, a little lack of confidence at the offensive end right now for the Pirates.
David Hensel, a 6'9" junior. Cheswick, Pennsylvania, has missed 8 games with a knee injury. Was scoped just 2 weeks ago. Oh, the magic of modern medicine. And a turnover right out of the gate after Hensel steps in. Gives the ball back to Richmond.
Big Dink Peters got caught moving violation, moving pick inside. Has not been a good start for the big fella from Washington, D.C., Dink Peters.
Peters, a transfer out of San Jacinto Junior College. Hensel. See that wrap on the left knee, practiced for the first time yesterday. Going to play a few minutes here tonight. Battled for the rebound, didn't get it. Blackwelder kicks it up ahead to Meadows. He goes off the glass, nice touch. And that is the first bucket, first field goal for East Carolina in about 7 minutes.
That'll cure what ails you. 4 or 5 of those quick baskets like that find the Pirates back in this ballgame.
Stolen away underneath. Tony Parham thought he pulled off an unbelievable play, falling out of bounds, throwing it off Nick Patrick, but it didn't work. It'll be Richmond basketball. 16 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. But Richmond leads it by 10. Plenty of hoops left. Richmond by 10 over East Carolina. And moments ago, Tony Parham thought he pulled off a nice defensive play, but the officials say no dice. He was out of bounds, but it just goes to show you don't want to be hanging around that baseline if you're not paying attention.
Hey, and he gets paid for that. Not Tony Parham, but the cameraman.
Parham needs to step it up a little bit. Somebody needs to step it up for East Carolina.
Spiders have turned cold. A lot of that 54 was built early. The Spiders in the last 2 or 3 trips down the floor have come away empty-handed. Luckily for them, the Pirates have not been able to convert.
Richmond started 7 of 10 from the floor. Just their last 3 shots. Parham goes baseline. Ball stripped away. Good hustle from Oliver. Back into the basketball game comes Aliko Dunk.
What's interesting about both of these teams is last year, this Spider team, a lot of turnovers, really dug themselves in a hole with that. This year, Coach Beeline told us they're really handling the ball well. Stats prove it. The Pirates have gone the other way. Their bugaboo has been turnovers this year.
As the shot clock winds down, Othello Meadows knocks down the 3, 16-9. It's a 7-point game.
Meadows had 20 in the game out in Greenville against Richmond.
He can score. The long 3 by Baker. That's off the front of the iron. Peters gets a rebound. Dunk. Meadows inside. Edwards. Foul on the baseline against Darryl Oliver. On the floor, no shot. East Carolina will inbound the basketball.
If East Carolina can convert on this trip, that'll be back-to-back stops and back-to-back conversions from those stops. First time this evening in the first half they've been able to accomplish that day.
Branch replaces Blackwelder. Richmond missed their last 5 shots. Carlos Cueto comes in. 6-foot senior out of Union City, New Jersey. Gerard Stevenson will take a momentary breather. He's been quiet, just 1 field goal for Mr. Stevenson, averaging 19 a game. Best in the conference. Patrick also in the game. Offensive work underneath. Edwards with a chance now for a 3-point play.
First time the Pirates have been able to make their size, their presence inside felt. That particular time, Dink Peters kept it alive. He allows the second shot to come up. Raphael Edwards is the recipient of the third opportunity. And I'm going to tell you what, Dave, any coach loves to have 3 pops at it. Knows his odds are very good to get one to go down.
Edwards misses the free throw. 16-11, it's a 5-point lead. It was a 12-point advantage for Richmond.
Richmond needs a conversion, a hoop, this particular sequence. They've been cold of late.
Closing in on 5 minutes without a point. Cueto looking for Poole, finds him. Patrick up top. Baker. Oliver goes inside to Poole. Inside out game. That shot's no good. Offensive board back to Richmond. Fresh shot clock. Zoned by East Carolina. Stripped away at the free throw line. Loose basketball. Still Richmond with possession. And Baker hangs in the air long enough to get the shot off.
Spiders finally got to spend enough time at that offensive end to get something good to happen.
Ate up about 50 seconds on that possession. Back to a 7-point game.
They really don't look comfortable offensively against this Richmond zone, do they?
Not at all. Dunk. And a hold inside. Stephen Branch for East Carolina working in the paint. Foul on Darrell Oliver. That's his second. Substitutions abound. And Ireland in the game, Parham in the game.
Both teams will go small. We'll play 4 smaller players and a larger player. We'll mix it up and turn people around.
Kaufman, 31 in the lineup for Richmond. Rick Houston, 35 also on the floor. Meadows. Nice pump fake. But threw it away, did Raphael Edwards. Meadows gets it back. 15 on the shot clock. Nearly lost it. Meadows with the 3 on the way. That's way off the mark. Cueto with the rebound. He pushes it up the floor. Takes it himself. The finger roll is good.
Carlos Cueto, he just drove it up. He was a man possessed, a New York taxi cab driver, all the way down the floor.
Wait.